take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip. Yeah, yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Las Vegas Raiders.
McManus set to kick off.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. First play, and it's second down now.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And again this time to tailback. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. To throw is Murray. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. Now a handoff looking right. And he's into the clear. 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for and taken.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Playoff as he'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Congrats. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for them.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Tanner Muse able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
That last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Now Murray. With a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the defense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Buying time was left. Flags fly, and this one could be coming back. We knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And McManus able to put it through, and the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive, but you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that psychological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Can come out now and put together some nice plays.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and
11 now.
47-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a 2nd straight loss. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. to throw. It's Murray. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
It brings up fourth down.
They're going for it. It's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on fourth down. And the Raider D, they get the football back.
It's a turnover on down.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got his connection, complete to Ruggs. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
27-yard line.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 27. To throw again. Over the middle, it's complete. The 5 yards on the catch there brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 22-yard line.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
10. Cardinals 7.
Dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Isaiah Simmons on the tackle.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. Here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's 2nd and 8. They'll roll him out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far and brings up 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
4th down.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is going to be incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Taylor Muse with it. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Henry Ruggs with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
Brandon McManus lining up for
good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Play fake. Murray. Looking deep downfield. Oh, they intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix it.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And it's caught inside the 5. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful.
Set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a later touchdown. Henry Ruggs on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. And that makes it a 9-point game.
Makes the score Raiders 24, Cardinals 15. Brandon McManus set to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Steps away to his left. That ball complete to Isabella. And they get it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. And Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double teamed and sometimes triple teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 21. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight?
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
At the 50-yard line.
Here's Murray from midfield. Dancing to his left. And his pass incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
He can run for it, and he will. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
17 yards. First down.
And again, it's time to the tailback. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Throwing on 2nd down. Murray eluding the pressure right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, get me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 39-yard line.
Complete. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Reception here by Ruggs. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll let this go deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 39. It's a big play there for Vegas. 42 yards.
At the 39-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Baker with a pick. And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone, possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Cardinals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. And Oliver picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. No gain at all on the play there, and that'll bring up 4th down. So unable to get any yardage at all off of the screen there on 3rd down.
And ordinarily on 3rd down, that's when you want to bring pressure. You get all your guys who want to get after the quarterback. But how about the patience they showed? Read the play, snuffed it out, and made a nice stop.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And Oliver and the Raider D, they get the football back. A breakdown by the O-line at the worst possible time, 4th and goal, and it leads to a sack.
I can just see it now. On the sidelines, they're telling the quarterback, you've got to get rid of it somehow, some way. At least get it in the end zone and give us a chance.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge.
His own 7-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll let this go deep for runs. And this will be caught at the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs, 93 yards. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage. Put your heels on the goal line at worst. If they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Murray now on first down. He'll buy some time right. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 26-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
Normally, we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now 4th down.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. Flush to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Robert Tonyan there to make the grab. And the Cardinals cut into that lead.
For the point after.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone. So give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Extra point splits the uprights. And this is back to an 8-point game. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. Taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse the... And here's another interception. Baker with a pick. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
At their own 36-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. After the turnover, here's Murray rolling to his right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards, a 1st down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. If they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
On 2nd and 12, Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Murray. This one caught by Isabella. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up 4th down. And here we go on 4th down with Murray. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory. Down at the 31. Murray to air it out again. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Ed Oliver. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Now left side of the swing pass. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Now Murray off play action. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Ed Oliver able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Joey Sly on for the field goal. A 55-yard attempt.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their background. They're all county, all state, and other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for
a sack. That was J.J. Watt getting in there and getting him to the ground.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's fourth down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A big pickup of 12 yards on fourth down to keep this drive from stalling. On play action, they'll throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes.
The quarterback,
Kenneth Murray just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
9-yard line.
On the second down throw on target. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Raiders on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here.
26.
Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
It's fourth down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got his connection, complete to Ruggs. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the fourth down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line.
A 4-yard gain.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. A line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Quan Alexander. What a sensational effort. That's going to be a loss of 20. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Flushed out right. Letting one go deep for the end zone. Byron Murphy, the one who got it handed and knock it away.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
That one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a one-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. Back to throw. Being chased out left. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
A gain of 12. And the Cardinals first down.
And he's going to be out of bounds but not before he takes it inside the 40. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17.
Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Flush to his right. That ball complete to Isabella. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Back to throw. Murray. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Now a second down and 6. Murray to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's third down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Murray, one final try. Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, headed in the red zone. But anytime you're outside the 10, that's tough. Try to draw up a final play to get in, and they couldn't do it.
It certainly is. So what they were looking for was, extra time. Too bad it's not FIFA soccer, right? Where you get a little bit of extra, and you get a chance to run a couple more plays and maybe get closer and take that last shot into the end zone.
So for Las Vegas, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Baltimore Ravens next week. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they'll drop to 0-2.